Yo, what's up? What's going on, man? We about to get into it right now. Madden NFL 22 next gen on the PS5. I'm gonna bring you guys some gameplay, some early edition, man. Um, we about to play with some against some random teams. Let you guys, if you guys haven't seen it already, check it out. Check the gameplay out. What's new? Franchise mode still the same. Championship series, Ultimate Team, Superstar KO, the Yard, franchise mode. Whatever you guys want to see, man. Game, honestly, man, the game have made some improvement, some changes. To me, it doesn't seem as much changes, but because it looked very similar to the previous version. The next gen version is Madden 21 version, but they have made some change, it's improvement with adding the rookies likeness, facial skins, players, new X factors. They also made some changes to the coaching staff, player equipment. And many more changes they have made, but we about to get into some gameplay or whatever, and I don't know who I'm playing with. I guess I'll play with the Bears. I can play with any team. It doesn't really matter. Well, it does matter in a way. Two particular teams, well, three, I prefer playing with. I don't know, man. I don't know about this game. There's too many people. I don't know how many people like this game, because it's so similar to Madden 21 next gen. And like I said, there's a few improvements on the field, off the field. It's, I feel like they could have did more. I really do feel like they could have did more. But yeah, we play against the San Francisco 49ers. We played against them already, man. Let's play against the Eagles or somebody. About the Cowboys. Cowboys seem good. Oh man. Get this thing started, man. While I'm still on. I'm not really gonna do too much commentary, so.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cowboys and the Bears, and it comes your way next.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Yo, drop a like, man. Drop a like.
That's where the focus naturally gravitates. And I think we have a fairly interesting one here. Dak Prescott of the Cowboys, Justin Fields of the Bears.
We do indeed, and something I'm going to be watching for. Who can get off to a fast start? If you can go out, get points on the first drive, preferably a touchdown, you can really set the tone for the game. I think that both of these quarterbacks are more than capable of doing that.
Madden 21. So to me, it's just like Madden 21, but it's Madden 22.
Soldier Field, taking it about the one. And makes it across.
Drop a like, please. Drop a like. Drop some comment. Tell me what you think about the game. Madden 21, next gen, PS5. bringing you guys another gameplay. Justin Fields takes the field.
For this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys.
I set this the way I wanted to. I don't think I got the right playbook here. Gotta have the right playbook. Robinson.
At the end of the season, because you've done a great job,
it's all day.
he's usually the guy that springs for the good stuff.
Connect. It's hurting over players. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Beast mode, man. Yeah, Madden, man, they got a lot of updates. They got a lot of updates. They got to do a lot of updates on this game. It's a lot of improvements they got to make, man. It's like, it's a lot of bugs, a lot of glitches in this game, man. I see a lot of problems. Not a few problems, but a lot of problems. So, blitzing, a weak blitz. Anyway, pretty much telling us the same game they did last year. So, is it worth buying? Probably not, unless you just want an updated version, man. If you got Madden 21, I think you'd be good for a while. But, I mean, I'm just being real, man. It's okay to play. It's cool and all that, you know. But I really don't think they should have charged, $69.99 for this at all. Who was that? Why is you playing? Come on, man. I thought you was a running back. What's going on here? Wait, let me look at the draft chart. These guys, Justin Fields on it. Yeah, pretty much that good. Yeah, I had to make some changes. All right, yeah. 2nd and 2, I'm going for it, of course. Why not? Why wouldn't I go for it? The wrong play. James, whoever you are, gotta get this first down for me. Don't see an open.
A 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Yeah, man. I'm going to step away for a minute. I might be back. You guys enjoy the content, whoever you are out there. Feel free to comment. Tell me what you think about the game. Tell me if you like to see me play with another team or play against a certain team. Just let me know in the comments, man. But I'm stepping away right now, so.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. Trying to find a lane, but instead get back to
another thing, it's actually harder to run in this game as it is in Madden 21, so they definitely made some improvements on the defense. For some reason, the defense just go harder and making run stops. For some reason, they just step the game up when it comes to stopping the run. I don't know really too much with passes. It seems like they kind of slack off on passes when it comes to defending the pass. But definitely when you try to hand off the ball to a running back, they really, any opposing team, they always step it up on defense. So for some reason, they do not want you to get any yards. They might give up at least 3 to 4 yards on a handoff. And before the defense, they at you real fast. It don't matter. 4th and 3. But I'm just letting you guys see, man. I mean, that's a big improvement on all, man.
don't care what your sport, but in football, when you got a
I mean, they will not
contribute not only to occupy
let you get
bodies,
very
but
far
also make a
when it
play
comes to running the ball.
That's when you have the cornerstone of a
It's like the
solid
wrong
defense.
playbooks. I really don't even play with the Bears
Bates is not leaving the
playbook.
field. He'll stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. To throw is Fields.
Oh, it's wide open. Wide open, just standing right there in the end zone. That's the way you guys want to do it, Cowboys. Hey, we can do it all day. Just leave my guys open down the field. Easy for the score on all Madden. But definitely kick a field goal. Field goal is really easy on all Madden. It's not really fast. The meter is not really fast. So whenever you try to go for a field goal, it's like really slow. It's slow like on pro difficulty level or rookie level. It's not that fast. It usually be a lot faster.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh, nice hit.
Across the 25 to the 27.
Yeah, but if you guys want to know anything, well, the players on the sideline, they made some changes to the players on the sideline. They try to get the actual players they actually try to get them on the field and make them interact with what's going on on the field, even though they off the field. They respond to certain plays. The fans look more like real fans. Well, they look pretty much the same. It's just they look more like really wild fans. And the clothing still look the same. But to me, I just feel like everything's still the same, man. I just feel like the same game. Like 2.0 or something like that. Madden 21 2.0 or something like that. I don't think EA spent a lot of time, man, developing this game, man. I really don't. Maybe because of the pandemic or something like that. Maybe it was short on staff. It's part of the reason why they giving us. They only can make a little changes this year, so that could be it. It's crazy, man. I don't know why that guy even passing him the ball while he's near the sideline like that. You're really not gonna get. All you have to do is just step up. You don't have to run out of bounds. Why are you? Be aware of where you're at on the field as a player. Instead of just catching the ball and going out of bounds. You look and see what's in front of you. You have nobody guarding you. And wow, he's running the ball on 3rd and 19. It's just not very realistic. In real life, you're looking for a pass play. You're looking for a pass play in that situation. You don't run the ball on 3rd and 19. And why is it 4th and 7? Still showing 4th. Okay, now it's 1st and 10. Remember, they have made some type of changes because when I first started playing on all Madden, the game was a lot challenging at first. Then all of a sudden it kind of slacked it off. But it was very difficult playing on all Madden. I was kind of happy that it was difficult because I need a challenge, man. I mean, just too easy. Like this right here is wide open, man. So they definitely making some type of changes behind the scenes. I am playing on performance mode. That's something they got different for us, the graphics or whatever. To me, I don't really see too much of a difference in it. Got like some type of settings with a graphic mode, performance mode. Supposed to be the giving you the highest possible frame rate you can experience, and also they got the image mode. So a highest possible graphic image. So I just play on the performance mode. So that's something new. Of course, I don't even know why they barely even call any penalties. I have to turn up the penalties up to 65, so I false start. I have to turn all those up because it's like the refs is the officials is non-existent in this game right now, man. It's like they're really not on the field right now, but it just seems like anything goes. They don't call any penalties whatsoever in this game. You can barely even challenge anything. So players out there getting away with defensive pass interference. They get away with holding. Well, they don't get away with false starting. Somebody made a comment about the Bears. But please drop a like, comment, man. Subscribe. Tell me what you think. I guess I just wanted to say a few things, man. I'm not going to be talking too much unless you guys ask questions if you care enough. Just let you just here to enjoy the content. So yeah, there's plenty more things to talk about in this game. Y'all just let me know who you want me to play against next. You want to see a specific team you want me to play with? You want to see some players' likeness? You want to see the rookie likeness? You want to see how they look? You want anything you want to see that any? Just ask me a question and I'll let you guys see it if you want to. 7-0. Kind of thinking that that's going to change. I believe Prescott is going to come out passing. Yes, he is. We are in the wrong defensive set right now. Fake handoff. But anyway, I'm just gonna step away from the mic for a second.
Had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And Dak Prescott was not the only Cowboy to miss the bulk of last season. Remember, Blake Jarwin went down in the Sunday night opener on the road against the Rams. He's back healthy and makes a nice catch there.
First down, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, that's what I said, man. This is actually PS5 next gen, man. Definitely PS5, man. I'm playing on. Definitely look like. There you go. You can see the PS5 controller. Wait, hold on. Let me controller select. It definitely look like PS4 graphics, like you said, man. Like it's ridiculous, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm disappointed, man. Like because it definitely look like PS4. It don't even really look like next gen. It looked bad to me. It looked worse, or slightly worse, worse than Madden 21. I felt like they could have did better, but maybe it's because of the pandemic they couldn't really do too much. But yeah, I was looking at some of the players close up, zooming in. I was like, especially Russell Wilson, man, he doesn't really even look like himself in the game. He definitely look like PS4 graphics, no doubt.
In this case, none of it works.
Second and 16. A give to Elliott. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Touchdown!
Yeah, it's different from PS4 graphics, but what is that guy doing on the bench? Why is he lifting up his body like that? That's kind of like, that's crazy. Why would they put that part in the game? I don't understand that. They need to take that part out. Like, when do you decide to put something like that in a video game, man? Like, do you actually see a player lifting up his body like that on the sideline and on the bench and just decide to put it in a video game, man? I don't know. It's crazy, man. I don't know where EA. I don't want to bash EA. Like, I'm just saying, there's just some things about this game you just gotta address. You just gotta talk about it. Game is crazy, man. Somebody drop a like, man. Comment, subscribe. Justin Fields stepping back on the field again. 7 and 9, 1 touchdown. Got lucky with that last pass. Scored. Score like that on me, man. Robinson, let's go all the way down the field. These people may want to purchase this game. They don't. Is it worth it? All Madden don't feel like all Madden, like, to be honest with you. You say, oh, you playing on rookie mode. Like, I'm playing on rookie mode. I'm playing on all Madden. Dude, Square was running. He was wide open down there. I caught him at the last moment.
It's a pickup of 10 and the Bears first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense.
We definitely don't need to be in any rush.
Position to take the lead in this game.
Cowboys suck in this game.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
I need to run the ball. Like, I need to let people see how the game, how the running game is.
They had 2 straight first downs. Now a gain of 9.
And the running game is really tight, man. It's really difficult to run the game. I mean, like I said, the defenders step their game up, and they go all out trying to stop the halfback from getting any amount of yardage. 2-minute warning. Somebody got to win.
Tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Fields. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Throwing on third down, Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on fourth down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Here we go on fourth down. Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. Touchdown Bears.
That's kind of crazy, man. They was doing the same thing with that. Let her know. I don't understand, man. Why with the defensive? No defense in this game, man. No defense, man. Even on all man.
Don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
So what can
going for two just in case. Managed to get down the field. Not a right play to call. But get in there, man.
And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 13-7. A minute 17 remains. Prescott. He's got Elliott, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
On first down, Fields. Going for it all. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Back to throw. Fields. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Oh, yeah, man. Focus time. I had to get focused. I had to step away from the microphone. But, yeah, this is Madden 21 on the PS. No, Madden 21.2 on the PS5. So, really, it's actually Madden 22. But, yeah, man. We, destroyed the Cowboys. Oh, nice. They're still calling timeout. They believe that they can win. They believe that they can come back some type of way. I don't know how. Playoff. Easy to grab this interception because Prescott, see it. Come on, man. Don't stick to your man, man. A man-to-man coverage. Give me that interception, boy. Feed it to Jackson. Feed me the ball. Jackson say he's hungry out there in that secondary. He's hungry out there, man. Feed me the ball, Prescott. Wow. Is that pass interference or what? I don't know. You tell me. I have to look at that, man. Even though we intercepted the ball, it feels right. Well, don't quite feel right. Something off about that play. Steps. It could have been a collision. In real life, that would have been an incomplete pass. His arm would have jarred the ball out of his hand. How did he? And plus, he caught it with one hand, so that's not very realistic. It looked like he caught it with one hand. Did he? Yeah, it's like one hand over there. Yeah, well, I guess that's something Madden EA gonna have to improve on.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. 30 yards. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
Yo, drop a like, man, if you enjoyed this gameplay, man. It was quite amazing. It wasn't really challenging at all, but even on all Madden. But if you care, please let me know in the comment section which team you would like to see me play against next. If you, I'm just randomly select a team to play against. So, yeah, this is Madden 22 PS5 Next Gen. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Drop a comment, drop a like, and especially a like, and subscribe.
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Birds and the Bears on EA Sports.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one, it's really a good matchup when you boil it down. Jalen Hurts of the Eagles, Justin Fields of the Bears.
And I think for me, and this isn't an original thought by any stretch, and probably for these two head coaches as well, the key for them is going to be limiting the turnovers, limiting the free possessions. I mean, this isn't saying anything you don't already know, but you've got to be able to make the most out of your drives and see if your defense can help you out and take the ball away from the other team and give you a few extras.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go to work here for the first time, leading them out, the 11th overall pick of the 2021 draft, Justin Fields out of Ohio State.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Buying time to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, here come the Eagles on offense, and it's Jalen Hurts at the controls in his 2nd season now out of Oklahoma.
A lot of expectations for Jalen Hurts this year, but he has the support of the franchise, including the man who owns the franchise. Had a 4-game audition at the tail end of last year and did enough that the Eagles sent Carson Wentz to Indianapolis. They're expecting Jalen Hurts to be their quarterback of the present and the future.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. He'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Travis Fulgham had some big games in 2020. Claimed off waivers from Green Bay before the year. Spent time on the Eagles practice squad before ascending to the varsity. And they're hoping to see more catches like the one they just saw there.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. First target, first catch, and a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. First and goal from the 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Toward the pylon, caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Hurts. Now he's flushed out right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime in what's an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Reagor. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. They'll run it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead extends. It's 15-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because
he's got a man complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Pete, let's go.
Here's Fields. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. David Montgomery there to make the grab. And the Bears are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 35 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now Fields and the Bears down by 2 touchdowns. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown! Allen Robinson. 75 yards. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play, he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Another run here with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
There we go.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
2nd down and goal. Fields. This is caught. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra point. So it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find Ertz. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Saints and the Bears, and it's coming up next.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints.
Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Keep playing hard.
And the Bears offense making their way out now for their first drive with Justin Fields, the rookie from Ohio State, at quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And 2021 in the draft, the first tight end off the board, Florida's Kyle Pitts at number 4 to Atlanta. The first tight end taken in 2020 was this guy, Cole Kmet, number 43 overall. Really started to come on late last season. A good grab there for a first down.
Play action. It's Fields.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
2nd and 10. Fields now to throw.
Going deep for Montgomery. It got his man complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. 36 yards on the play.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Fields.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
A catch there for a first down by Riley Ridley, and of course you know the name because he's the younger brother of the Falcons, Calvin Ridley. Lightly used in his first couple of years, trying to elevate his play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And we get a look at Jameis Winston, ready to lead this New Orleans offense for the first time in his 7th season in the NFL and his 2nd with the Saints.
This is a big change for everyone in the Bayou country because Drew Brees is no longer the starting quarterback, so there'll be a new starter for the first time since 2006 for the Saints. Jameis Winston, as we all know, unlimited potential, has a 5,100-yard season on his resume in Tampa. But turnovers, that's the biggest part he's got to change. If he does that, he could take the reins and really run with them in New Orleans.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Play fake. Winston. And this is incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin. Back deep, Demir Bird. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's get it.
Now Montgomery running right. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, here's Fields. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On play action, Fields.
Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw, Fields.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Off play action, Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Following the interception, Winston. Looking long for Thomas.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
Man open is Robinson. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Touchdown Bears!
David Montgomery
as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming.
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Saints. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there. These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. Jameis to throw it. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Eddie Goldman, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, when it comes to throwing the deep ball, no one has ever questioned the arm strength of Jameis Winston. And this is a beautiful throw right here.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
Jameis now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And now it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the 50, here's Fields.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Steps away to his... And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Here's Fields.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Chicago!
Darnell Mooney.
46 yards.
And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Let's go.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw is Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Jameis again.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Winston now. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Now Winston.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Off the play fake, Winston.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Throwing again is Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Fields on target to Mooney, 1st down, Chicago.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
One play action, Fields.
Caught out left side by Robinson. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Fields throwing again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they...
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Steelers and the Bears coming up next.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go to work here for the first time, leading them out, the 11th overall pick of the 2021 draft. Justin Fields out of Ohio State.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be out right at the 35. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on third down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Flushed out right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Montgomery back to the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession.
Fields on 3rd down.
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Montgomery.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
David Montgomery.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Ray McLeod to return.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Here we go.
Here come the Steelers now on offense, led out by a man who's been at the control since 2004. 6-time Pro Bowler, Ben Roethlisberger.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 47. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Way to hustle, boy.
Now on comes the Bears offense as he'll be called in to go for 2.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try and throw for it. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
No, boy.
And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
McLeod now on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
Well, for Ben Roethlisberger, he had the elbow reconstruction back in 2019, but he does not appear to have lost much at all, as that was a rocket.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything that they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards. In the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's got it. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll try and run with Harris, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Boswell good with the extra point, and this is back to an 8-point game.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. A throw left side taken in by Komet.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
2nd and 6. Here's Fields.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 36 yards on the play. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout
as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
To the air again, Fields.
Throws right side, and that's complete. It's so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. 33 yards that time. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
Here's Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
But it'll be second and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force him into going for three.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number two.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. McLeod now on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. First up, though.
You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
McLeod now on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go play action now. Roethlisberger under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Ebron caught left side. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Buying time to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
That's it. Big hit.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. They snap it to Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, 49 yards. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I told you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. McLeod now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4. Roethlisberger will throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The long Nichols. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Pass complete to Ebron. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. That one looks like he'll throw here. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 555, 555. Watch the run. They're running it.
Fields now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Dancing to his, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 9-yard touchdown run, and the Bears will add on to their lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Santos now to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
McLeod now on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Yo, I play one more game, man. I'm sleepy, so I don't know what, man. Hey, let me know what team you guys want to see that play against. And I'll probably play one more game. It's not by the end of the stream. Man, let me know what team you guys want me to play against, man. Just let me know, man. Y'all guys can't communicate, man.
They said Bears.
What team you guys want me to play against? I'll play with the Bears, but what team you guys want me to play against? Let me know, man.
You either float or you sink it.
So, what you think? Yo, you absolutely crushed it. This final edit really took it to the next level, man. I mean, you gotta be looking for an agency job, bro.
I'm glad we're on the same page, man. There's gonna be a lot of eyes on this. This is gonna be ready for when you make it big.
What? With all the subs you're about.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Texans and the Bears, next on Madden Football.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one.
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situations where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans ready to take over here on offense, and it's Deshaun Watson at the controls in his 5th season now in the NFL.
Another tremendous year in 2020 where he led the NFL with 4,823 passing yards. And remember, that was in a year after DeAndre Hopkins was traded to Arizona. Also had 33 touchdown passes against only 7 interceptions. A dynamic performer.
On first down, Watson. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And that was a pleasing run from Phillip Lindsay coming over from the Denver Broncos to join now a crowded backfield with the Houston Texans. But why is it so crowded? Because they finished 31st in the league last year in rushing, and they're trying to find anyone who can lead them and get that running game moving in Houston. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
3rd and 2, Watson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 2nd and 11 now, Watson, and he'll find Akins there, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins from 10 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Now the Bears offense making their way out now for their first drive with Justin Fields, the rookie from Ohio State, at quarterback.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the 2nd quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Fields on first down. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
On first down, Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Finding room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up into this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to them a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for two, they convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Now a first down throw. Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see a return here from the end zone.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned.
They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Flush to his right. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Fields. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back to throw. Fields. You're watching the NFL and this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Fields. And this is caught.
And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
This is our time. Our time.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Watson and the Texans now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:55 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now Watson. Conley with a reception.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watson. Connecting with Johnson.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here's Watson.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time, Watson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Watson to throw.
And it's a down, so hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and then get that onside kick. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Now it's Fields.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Desmond King there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. Toward the pylon, caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.